You're, yeah, there we go.
It changes so fast. It changes so fast. It's a little disappointing. Are you more excited for behind build? Are you going to?
All right, don't touch this video, please. You know the drill. I don't need to tell you.
That's a swap.
What?
No. It's
Oh, it's okay. That's why you're here to learn.
it's okay. No, it's not like I'm there.
It's just
I want to
it's better for
It's music.
They're so close. All right. I think we got everyone who's coming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, the most important people are here, so that's what matters. Please come to a comfortable seat at the front of your mat. Awesome. Thank you guys all for being here. So for anyone that's new to the class, I always start my classes with a quick little introduction, and then I talk through intention setting, and we go through how we're going to breathe, and then I go into a warm-up and our sequence, and from there we'll cool down and we'll do a little meditation at the end. Just follow along with me. Like you said, if you're new to yoga, I'll be demonstrating what I'm doing, and then I'll also talk you through it. I'll give you guys modifications, and it's exciting having Jane at my class.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm glad you could make it. But it's exciting having all of you guys here. She just was supposed to.
What about us?
She was supposed to come the last 3
Sorry
weeks.
guys, don't leave me here.
She was supposed to come the last 3 weeks.
No,
and
I
you
just
couldn't
missed
make
couple
it.
classes.
So it's a treat. Everybody else has followed through on their commitments.
Sorry guys.
I'm
Just
glad.
kidding. But if you have any questions at the end of the class, ask me. I also take requests about things that you guys want to see. So I took feedback from the last couple classes, and I'm including a little bit of yoga history. Sienna likes doing the mantras, and I really like that. That's tied to yoga. I'm gonna start doing music in the future as well, but I don't know. We don't want to push the envelope here too much because I don't even know if I'm supposed to be having a class here or not. So intentions, actually, someone couldn't make it, but the request was to have an intention based on releasing some things from the past that we no longer want to carry with us, right? And moving forward. And that's something that I've worked on a lot, so I'm really excited to share that practice. So get comfortable on your mats and start to be present, and take your gaze down or close your eyes and start to breathe. Take some long, slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue to come to your breath. Breathe in, straight spine, head tall, shoulders out of the neck. Feel the ground beneath you. And start to set your intentions for your practice. I encourage you to think about something in the past that no longer serves you. It could be a mistake that you feel you made. It could be a recurring thought that you've had. It could be a person that doesn't serve you, an old relationship. A big part of yoga is accepting all that we have, all of our past, everything that we've been through. And you can see the things that you've experienced and just accept them as part of you. And as you meditate, see them as a passing thought, right? We're all unique. We've all made mistakes. We've all done things we don't like or other people don't like. We all have traumas, but you're not your trauma. You're not what's happened to you in the past, and you can overcome all of that. So the best thing to do, I believe, is just move forward from where you're at and think positive, happy thoughts. We all support each other. We're all connected. We're going to do some hip openers as a focus of this class, because that is a place that we carry a lot of tension. So stick with your breath. Remember to be present here on the mat. We have this beautiful surrounding, and I don't even get to look at the scenery, but I get to look at all of your beautiful, amazing faces and smiles, which is making me just as happy, maybe more. So let's start here. We're going to use our Ujjayi breath, which is your ocean breathing. So that means you're going to breathe in through the nose for 4 seconds and breathe out through the nose, keeping your mouth closed. Start taking a few breaths like this, because this is the way, the fountain to joy and peace, and it's the key to opening new doors. So I'm putting a close to all this movement I've been doing with traveling and now settling in this beautiful home. And I'm excited to open it up and welcome you guys here. So breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, a little bit of force, and you'll start to feel your body heating up with that. It'll sound like the ocean, and this is a way of releasing what no longer serves us. So start to move through some cat-cows. You're going to take your hands onto your knees, but we're going to do this from the seated position. On the inhale, arch your back and look up towards the sky. On the exhale, round forward. Take your head and gaze down towards your navel. Breathe out. Move with your own breath. Beautiful. Your next inhale, sit straight up again. And we're going to do some gentle neck rolls towards the back first. So you're only going to roll your neck halfway from the left side to the right. And then once you get to your other shoulder, roll back to the other side. And this is, a lot of people do the all the way around. That's not actually good and can cause injury. So I prefer if you guys do halfway rolls slowly with the breath. On the inhale, you can move one way. And on the exhale, you can move the other. Remember to roll, keep your shoulders down while you're doing this. Breathe into it. We'll bring the head to the center. We'll do the same towards the front of your body. So start on the right side. And on the in-breath, move to the left. Halfway semicircles to the front of your body. Good. And on the next inhale, sit up straight. And we're going to take our hands down and come into our tabletop position. So plant your hands, cross your legs behind you, and come into your tabletop. And we're also going to take 2 rounds of cat-cow here. So breathe in, arch your back, stick out your booty. And on the exhale, take your gaze towards your navel, curve the back, and cow pose. Move through 2 more rounds of this, using your own breath. Remember, you're releasing what no longer serves you. You're accepting the past. Using the body and the mind to move forward. And appreciate what we have with gratitude. Lean on each other when we need. We're all connected and we're all in this together. So here we're going to open up the heart on the next inhale. Raise the right arm up towards the sky. And your chest will be open. You'll breathe in here. And on the exhale, release the hand down beneath the shoulder. Same thing on the left side. Breathe in and open the heart up. Take your gaze towards the sky. Breathe the hand down. And the next inhale, raise the right arm up again. And we're going to loosen up the shoulders here. We're going to take this arm through and thread the needle. So take your right arm through and reach your left hand out, and you can put your right temple on the ground And just breathe into this a little. If you have any shoulder injuries, don't ever push too far or too long. Just breathe into that, elongating the body, pushing back a little bit with the hips. Take another breath here. And then begin to bring your left arm back underneath your wrist. Open up on the next in-breath, up towards the sky with your right arm. Plant the right arm down on your out breath. Take a quick breath reset here. And we're going to do the same thing on the left-hand side. So on your next inhale, open the arm up towards the sky, heart opener. And on the exhale, you're going to thread the needle. Take the arm through. Gently place your shoulder down. Reach your right arm forward. Be pushing your hips towards the back of the mat and breathe into that stretch. You're going to feel a good stretch on your shoulder with your temple, your left temple bone. Good. Everybody looks great. You feel free to use your ujjayi breath. You can hear that sound of the ocean as you're releasing. You don't have to do it the whole time, but you can come back to that. On the next inhale, we will raise the left arm back up as we bring our right hand underneath our wrist. And place the left arm down towards the mat. And you'll be back in your tabletop position. So tuck the toes and we're going to move into our first downwards facing dog here. And we're going to push up, starting with pushing the butt up and the knees bent. Arms will be reached out in front of us. And push back up into your downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out the feet here. Start releasing the tension in the hamstrings. Make sure, again, your shoulders stay out of your neck. You're breathing. Your gaze is towards your navel. And you're working into that first down dog. Beautiful. Take one more inhale and exhale here. And then you're going to step or hop towards the front of your mat. Take your gaze forward and hop up towards the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. And then fold forward. Again, we're releasing all the tension behind us. You can have a gentle bend in your knees, a micro bend if you want, if your hamstrings are tight. And you can make a little window for your arms and come into ragdoll pose here. Good. Yep. Keep your head between. Let your head hang. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Loosen up. And just remember to breathe. Perfect. And then we're going to take a halfway lift here. Forward fold. And we're going to have our feet parallel. We're going to go into a chair pose. So raise the arms up, buttocks back and down. You're going to have a long spine, reaching up in front of you. Make sure your knees are not over your toes. Everything's parallel facing forward. And hold this for a moment. Take a breath here. Everyone looks good. And then fold forward on the out breath. Halfway lift, straight back, flat back, forward fold. And on the next inhale, we're going to slowly rise up one vertebra at a time. Hinging from the waist, up. Roll your shoulders back as you come to a stand. Standing Tadasana, mountain pose. We get to see the mountains and stand here like them. Feel like you're being pulled through a thread at the top of your head. You're going to be tall, shoulders back and down, hips stacked over the feet. Feet are going to be aligned, pointing forward. Take a few breaths here. Proud of all of you. You look amazing. And then on the next inhale, we're going to raise the arms up and look up towards the sky. Take the hands to heart center. Start to hinge forward and dive down. Bring the arms down. Halfway lift. And then plant your hands and step back into your plank. Make sure your shoulders and your hips and your all the way down to your ankles are all in one line here. Your fingers are going to be parallel pointing forward, and your shoulders are going to be stacked over your wrists. You guys look great. All right, we're gonna take this through our chaturanga. So start to come down move your weight forward and push down into the ground. Keep your elbows aside, and on the inhale, come up to your upward facing dog. And then on the exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. I'm gonna take one more breath here. Inhale and gaze forward, and then step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, start to rise. Bring the arms up and look up towards the sky with a gentle back bend as you come up. And then forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Fold down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant the hands on either side of you. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot to meet the left, and take yourself through your chaturanga. A modified version of this would be you could put your knees down and then lower your chest down towards the ground. Up into your baby cobra if you want to keep your knees down on that. And then breathe out and push back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here, pedal at the feet again if you need to, or you can stay and hold a position. You guys are looking great. We're gonna go through one more sun salutation like that. So breathe in and look forward. Hop up to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward again. Slowly rise up towards the top of your mount. Rise your arms up and a gentle back bend as you come to standing. Hands to heart center and bow forward into a forward fold. On the inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, plant your hands and step back into your plank. Through your chaturanga, so again, keep your elbows in, breathe out, weight forward. Rise up into baby cobra and back into your downward facing dog. So we're gonna hold in this position for a moment. I'm gonna walk you through some of your standing poses from here. So take a breath. Good, everyone looks great where they're at. Beautiful. Remember to do long, slow, deep breaths. And we're going to be preparing to come into our warrior two. So on the next inhale, you'll rise your right foot up towards the sky into a three-legged dog. And you'll take the right foot in between towards your nose and step it in between your hands. This way so you can see you guys. And then we're going to windmill the arms open into our warrior two. So your front toe is going to be facing forward, good. Your knee will be stacked over the front, over your ankle, toes forward. Arms will be out. You'll feel like you're being elongated from either hand. Take your gaze over your right middle finger. Make sure the hips are stacked and you're leaning into that front knee. Good. Oh, that was very nice adjustments. Everybody came towards me. I like that. Take a breath here. And then we're going to move into our side angle. So take your right elbow down towards your knee and reach the left arm forwards. Take a breath here. And on the next inhale, you're going to go into your reverse warrior. So take the left arm back and the right arm up. You can also have your arm behind you or reach like this. Good. And open up the chest. Make sure you're elongating through the body. Your part of you is pushing down and the rest of you is also stretching out. Good. And then on the out breath, you're going to take your hands down to windmill them and place them outside either on the side of your foot and step back into your plank and take yourself through your Chaturanga Tadasana. So knees, chest, chin, lift up. On the exhale, push your buttocks back and step into your down dog. We're going to take that same sequence on the left side. So on your next inhale, rise your left foot up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, push the knee towards the nose, cover it, and then step your left foot in between. Perfect. And then you're going to open up into your warrior two. So make sure your knees and your ankle are pointing forward a little bit more in that. Yeah, perfect. Good. And Jeff, don't let your knee go over your ankle too much. Good, perfect. Good adjustment. Good. Take a breath here. Take your gaze over your left middle finger. Make sure your shoulders are on your neck. All look like warriors, persevering through everything we've been through, and coming out stronger on the other side. All right, so we're gonna move into our extended side angle. Take the left arm towards the knee, reach the right arm open over your head, and again, open up the chest. Let's all the good energy from the sun into us. Helps us heal. And then we're going to take the right arm back and go into our reverse warrior. Keep that knee bent and flex when you look beautiful. And then windmill the arms down on either side of the left foot. Plant the hands pointing forward and step the left foot back to meet the right. Hold in your plank for one breath. Breathe in. Reset, and then take it down through your chaturanga. So push the weight forward, keep the elbows in towards your side body when you go down. Good. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Take a breath here for a moment. So we're going to go through that warrior two sequence again. On the next inhale, rise your right foot up towards the sky into three-legged dog. On the exhale, bring your knee to nose and step the right foot forward. And rise up into your warrior two. I'm facing the board. I was like, wait, mine is looking right. And this front hand will be up, down. Perfect. Gaze over. You guys look good, good, good. Bend into that knee, take it a little bit deeper. Yep. Make sure your knee is aligned. Perfect. Everyone looks good here. Extended side ankle. Reach towards the front of your mat and right arm on your knee. Reverse warrior. And then windmill the arms down around the foot and flow through your chaturanga. Come into your plank. Make sure you keep your elbows pinched in towards the inside of your body as you come down on the out breath. Chest towards the ground. Breathe up into your upward facing dog. And push back into your downward facing dog. On the next inhale, rise your left foot up towards the sky. On the exhale, bring your knee to nose and step the left foot forward. As you come up on the in-breath, spiral your arms open. Now I get to check out the mountains. You guys have a good view. Remember that you feel like someone's pulling your arms each way and you're stretching through the body. Your head is still pointed upwards, your gaze is over your left. Extended side angle, take the left arm to the inside and reach your arm overhead. Open up the chest, looks good. And breathe the other arm back and into reverse warrior from here. Right, now I see why I have to be looking at you. guys, because I'm gonna have to contort it in yoga positions. See, all right, and then breathe the arms down, windmill them around the foot, step back into your plank, left foot meets the right. Take your gaze slightly in front of your hands. Take a breath here. And then on your exhale, push down into your chaturanga, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Good. And then feel free to come into a child's pose if you want to take a quick little rest here. You can go into your down dog. Take a moment. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Reach your arms long in front of you. Feel like someone's pushing your hips and your butt back and down, and feel that stretch through the body. Take a quick moment to reset over here. Beautiful. And remember to just come back to your intention that we're here to release anything that we've been through in the past. We want to be fully present in the moment, and we are. We accept everything that we've been through. We're all here for a reason. We all have our unique paths, and I'm grateful that we all aligned and get to practice here together. So just take 2 more breaths here. Long, slow, deep breaths. You can go back to breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Oh, the dog is participating too. I love that. Alright, so then you're going to push back. Speaking of dogs, let's push up into our downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, push your booty up, reach the arms long, neck and shoulders out. Your body's going to make this nice L shape. Take your gaze towards your navel. You might want to take a little step forward and yeah, good. And then look in towards your knees. Perfect. Yeah, that looks good. Great. Pedal out the feet here. And we're going to lift the right leg on your inhale. Step the foot forward between the feet. And on the inhale here, rise up into your warrior one or your high lunge. Your right foot will be pointed forward, your left foot will be heel up. Good. And remember to keep that knee over the ankle and never have your knee push forward, press your toes. Shoulders out of the neck. And like you're holding a globe in between your hands. Your gaze up towards the sky. And we're going to plant the hands again around the foot. Step back through our plank. Push down to our chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog or cobra. Push back into your downward facing dog on the out breath. On the next inhale, rise your left foot up for warrior 3. On the exhale, push your knee to nose and step the foot forward, frame the foot, and rise up into your high lunge for warrior 1 here. Gaze is going to be in front of you, and I know you feel like it. Take a breath here. And then we're going to frame the foot and come back into our plank. And hold this for another second here. A couple seconds actually. Take a round of breath. And then push down through your chaturanga, weight forward, elbows into chest. Upward facing dog on the inhale. And then sit back into your child's pose. Alright, we're going to move into a boat pose from here. So come up through your tabletop and then cross your legs behind you and sit back on your butt, and we're going to come to a seated position. Feet up towards more the middle or in front of your mat. Good. And sit tall. I like how you guys listen to my commands so well over here. Perfect. Beautiful. Take another breath here. And we're going to lay back down. Start to come down towards your mat. Gently lay back, uncross the legs. And we're going to move into our boat pose here. So take a breath, ground yourself here for a moment. Good. And then on the inhale, raise your legs up and reach your arms forward. You can have your knees bent for a modification because we're going to hold this for a moment. Remember to breathe. Keep your shoulders back. Body is all in a line here. You can have the legs up or forward. Good. We're going to hold this for 3 more rounds of breath. So you're going to feel this one. Breathe through it. This is the tension part, and then we're going to start to release all of this. You can also hold the backs of your legs if you start to get tired. That is totally fine. One more inhale, and on the exhale, release. Just like we're releasing whatever thought or emotion we wanted to let go of or thing from the past. Release down the chest, the body. Feel your stomach rise. That's where you're breathing in. Deep belly breaths is what we always want to be thinking about when we're breathing into these postures. And on the exhale, your stomach comes down. Really, on the inhale, you're inhaling all the good, the movement forward, the positive energy. And on the exhale, breathe out. Take a few breaths here. We're not done yet. We're going to start moving into our another round of boat and a couple leg lifts. So on your next inhale, again, raise the legs up and the arms up, reaching your hands by the sides of your body. And we're lower the legs on the exhale and bring them back up. Inhale up. Exhale towards the mat. And you keep your shoulder blades slightly off the ground when you're down, and then come back up. And release down towards the mat. Very good. Take a moment to rest here. You can take a second to put your left hand on your belly and your right hand on your chest if you'd like. I like to feel the breaths as I'm taking them. Feel the belly rising on the inhale. Inflate all the way up. And on the exhale, feel the belly pushing down and pushing all the air out. Pushing away what no longer serves you. You keep taking a few breaths here. If you want to pause for a water break, like I'm going to do, feel free. If not, just feel free to keep laying. We're going to be moving into our hip openers in a moment. And that's really where it gets juicy and we get to release the tension. So from here, while everybody resets, stay present, stay on your mat, keep your breaths, and then you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest and fold in. Tense the body up, take your forehead to your knees. Tense, 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 hold, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release it all back down to the ground. Take your knees in towards your chest again on the inhale. And start to rock back and forth on your spine. And then we're going to move back into our tabletop. So move forward and cross your legs and come back into your tabletop position. And push your butt up back to the downward facing dog. We're going to move into a low lunge with the right foot outside of the arm. So on the inhale, rise your right foot up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. And then when you exhale, step the right foot outside your right hand. Yep, perfect. And you're going to start to feel you're releasing some tension in that hip. You can lean the hip a little bit outside if you want to feel more of a stretch. We're warming up for our next, our hip opener, our pigeon pose. Breathe up, rise the chest, look forward. Breathe breathe down. And then step the right foot back into your downward facing dog. We're gonna take the same thing on the left side. So rise left foot up on your in-breath. On your exhale, step the left foot outside of your right. Perfect, good. Breathe up, rise your chest and look forward. And feel free, if you want a deeper stretch, you can lean into that more. You can stay right where you are, that's totally fine. Only take yourself through your own limits and what feels comfortable and good for you. All right, so step the left foot back to meet the right. We're gonna take ourselves through our chaturanga. So plank, one line, put your hips in line with your good shoulders. Push down on the out breath. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All right, now we're going to move into our pigeon pose. I don't know that I've taught this one at class yet, so if you're new to yoga, I'll walk you guys through it. This is a great, great, great way to release tension in the body. A lot of us carry our anxiety and just a lot of tension in our hips, so that's a great way to release them. So from here, you're going to breathe the right foot up towards the sky, and when you step the right leg forward, you're going to take it like I'm doing here, right behind your hands, and you want this knee to be sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. Your ankle towards the other hip, good. And then this back leg is going to be all in one straight line. So your toes and your foot are going to be up and all the way one straight line behind you. So make sure you take a look at that, breathe in, and you can stay right here if you're already starting to feel the stretch in your hip. You can start to walk yourself down towards your, have your forearms on the ground. If you want to hold it right here, that's plenty of tension being released, like believe. I know it always was for me, and I've moved into this. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can walk your hands out in front of you and bring your body down. But don't overdo it. We're not here to impress everybody. Do what's comfortable for you and what feels good. And breathe into that. I'm gonna just check everybody's alignments real quick and make sure everyone's doing good. Remember, long, slow breath. You're gonna feel a lot of tension here, a lot of things to let go. And that's why we come to our mats to practice. Good. We're gonna get a beautiful sunset to close the practice. I'm excited about that. Breathe in. Good. 2 more rounds of breath here. I always felt like yoga teachers were holding this pose forever. Yeah. And we are. And there's reasons for that, I now know. I was just like, geez, are we just gonna sit here and pigeon forever? True. I can say I've released a lot of tension in the last few weeks doing this for hours a day. So start to walk your hands back. Take another in-breath, and then step back into your downward dog. Shake it out, shake the legs out. Loosen up the body, and we're going to prepare to take that same position on the left side. So give yourselves a moment, and then on the next in-breath, we're going to rise the foot up towards the sky. Feel free to open the hip here and do some hip circles if you want before you move the left leg in between. And then breathe out and bring your left leg towards the front of your mat. Good. Yes, great. I don't even have to walk you through it. You're pros. And make sure your toes, your ankle, your knee, you're all in one line with your right leg. And then you're gonna breathe the chest up, and then slowly start to go down towards your forearms. All gaze forward, body is all in one line. Your left foot is, the heel is going to be towards your right hip.
And if you want to take the stretch further, walk the hands out gently in front of you. Come back to your breath. It's normal for one side to maybe feel a little bit different, tighter or looser than the other. That's why we do everything on both sides to loosen up and stretch the body. For some reason for me, like this left, I can go so much further and deeper into. We practice strengthening and the flexibility in our yoga practice for all parts of the body, both sides. And practicing the strength of our mental control and our power over our minds, and bringing peace and stillness and tranquility to not just our mats and our yoga practice, but every day, our lives. I had a life coaching session today, and I was talking about how I used to be very quick to anger because I was so high strung. Once you quiet the mind and open the heart, which yoga helped me with a lot, you become a lot less reactive to the world around you. And coming to my mat and my practice has always helped me with that, so I hope that it helps you guys too, and I know that it will. Continue to practice. Good. I'm not going to make you hold this that much longer. Walk the arms back in towards the body. Sorry, I can talk all day. And step the left leg back and shake it out. Do a little shimmy and wiggle while you're here. Push forward. Come to your down dog. And do one more opening pose with this where we breathe in and raise the right foot up. And then if you want, you can flip your dogs here, but you'll take the right foot back down and over and open up the chest. You just released all that we wanted to get rid of, and now we're opening up to the goodness of the sky and the sunset and the universe. Plant the right hand and flip your dog back over. Push back into your down dog. And same thing on the left side. Breathe the left foot up. Open up the hip, and if you want to flip your dog, take your left foot back, push the hips up and open your arm, and we're in a wild thing here. Hold this for a breath. Great. And then on the exhale, plant your left hand to meet the right and push back into your downward facing dog. You're gonna step the right leg on the outside of your right and your left foot on the outside of your left hand, and come into a Malasana Yogi squat at the front of your mat. Perfect. Use the elbows to push your legs out so you can extend that stretch a little bit in the inner thighs, and just sit up a little bit taller with your shoulder. Good. Head up. Yep. Perfect. Wow, you guys really take direction very well. So impressed. Breathe into that. Good. And then we're going to plant the hands, step the left foot back, step the right foot back. Take yourselves through a chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Push back into your child's pose. Take a breath here to reset. As we rise up into our tabletop, cross the feet behind us and sit back on our butt and reach our feet long towards the front of you. Good. You're gonna sit tall, ground your sit bones, rise your arms up on the inhale, look a little bit up, and we're going to go into a forward fold, so breathe forward. Make sure you're hinging at the hips, you're not rounding the back. Wherever your hands can reach. If it's to your knees, if you need to bend so your hamstrings are tight and loosening into flexibility, that's fine. If you can
come all the way forward. But again, keep the back flat and doing great. No, it's fine. Usually I use a block. I want to start bringing props if we do an indoor studio, but
I'm really not flexible.
no, that's okay. It's that's why we practice. Flexibility. Good. All right, so we're gonna rise the arms up, plant them down beside us, and start to lay back on our mat. Slowly come back. Beautiful. Good. Take a breath here. Going to do a supine twist here. So you will take the right knee in towards your chest. On the inhale, hold it, hug it in for a moment. And then start to take the knee over towards the left side of your body. Cross it over, bringing your knee down. Take your gaze over your right shoulder, reach your arm long. You can use your left hand to push down the knee. Make sure your shoulders, both shoulders, are on the ground at all times. So you want to prioritize keeping that right shoulder blade down. And it's okay if the knee doesn't go all the way to the other side. You just want to feel a twist and breathe into that. Good. Take your knee, hug it back in towards your chest. Reach the leg to meet the left foot back down. Take a breath here in your Shavasana. We're going to take the same thing on the left-hand side. So breathe the knee in towards the chest and give it a little squeeze. Keep your shoulder blades down. Start to cross the left leg over the body and reach your left arm out long with your palm flat on the ground. Keep your gaze over that left middle finger like you do in Warrior, over your left shoulder. Knee towards the ground, but keep your left shoulder blade down a little more, Sienna. Good, perfect. Yep, that looks great. Breathe into this supine twist, and you're initiating the twist from the torso. Take a breath here. And then start to take the left leg in towards your body, give it another little squeeze, and then release it down towards your other foot. Take a breath here. We're going to come into two bridge poses or a wheel for the second one if you have that in your practice. So everyone's arms will be long beside them. Hands will be planted towards the ground. You're going to put your feet flat closer towards your buttocks. Knees will be in line and pointing parallel and forward. And on the inhale, we're going to squeeze the glutes and rise our bodies up. Keep the shoulders down. Your gaze is going to be up towards the sky. Don't move the neck around here. And make sure you're holding this from the core, flexing through the glutes, rising the body up, keeping the knees. Mufas, keep your knees in a little bit. Perfect. Beautiful. Jimmy, you two close the knees in a little bit. Yes. Awesome. Good. Jane, same with you. Close the knees in together a little bit more. Yep. And maybe put your foot.
Does that feel good? Good.
All right. And then on the exhale, breathe the butt down towards the ground. Slowly lower. You can take your feet into the soles of your feet meet, and you kind of have a little butterfly position you're laying here. Shake it out. Good. Plant the feet again towards the ground. Now, if that felt good for you in the bridge, you can take another bridge, or you can take this into a wheel pose if you want to get a deeper stretch in the back. But you don't have to, again, that's totally fine. Either way, whatever is at your comfort level and your body is asking for, listen to your body. Yesterday I was so tired I didn't leave the couch. Some days we don't need to push it. Some days we want to go all the way with what we're doing. So listen to yourself, trust your inner knowledge. It's one of the most important things that yoga teaches you as well. If you want to come into wheel, you'll take your hands on either side of your head. Your elbows will be pointing up towards the sky. Again, bring your feet
closer towards your butt, Jeff, if you're going to do wheel or even bridge. And then you'll push up on the inhale. Push the body up. Again, knees forward. Take 2 breaths here. You can come down if you get tired. You can stay like this. Slowly lower towards the ground when you're ready, wherever you're at. On the exhale, beautiful. All right, we're gonna come into our final resting pose here, our Shavasana. So lay the feet straight and forward. Let the knees and the ankles open up. Great. Body down, your shoulders down and out of your neck. Release the hands up and open towards the sky. And start to breathe. Lower yourself onto your mat. Thank yourself for showing up here today. Think about how far we've all come to be here, living in Hawaii, what we've had to do to get here, how much joy and beauty we all get to be in such a serene environment that really allows us to open up, let go, have such a strong sense of community. As the sun's setting, we're calming down to releasing the nervous system. Relax, starting from the top of your head, down your forehead, through your eyes and your face. Remember to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. With every inhale, we breathe in through the belly. With every exhale, we release. Release what no longer serves us. Relax through the neck, the shoulders. Relax the forearms. Feel the relaxation moving down your body. You're sinking into the mat. Your forearms are relaxed. Your hands, your back of your hands are relaxed down towards the ground. Feel the energy releasing through the fingertips. Relax the chest, the torso, the hips, the thighs and the quads. Relax the knees, the lower legs. Relax down through the ankle. And again, releasing through the toes. Continue to take your long, slow breaths here. Take it all in. Feel the wind, the air. Take a moment. We're going to be silent here for about 1 minute. And just go into your meditative state.
Continue to keep your eyes closed. Slowly bring your awareness back towards your body, back towards your mat. Start to gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll out the wrists and the ankles. Reach your arms up above your head and take a big long body stretch like you just woke up. Stretch it all out. Keep the eyes closed and roll over to your right hand side in towards the fetal position. Rest your head on your arm. You got yourself. You always have yourself and your practice to come to. Take your left hand to push yourself up into a seated position slowly as you rise, facing the front of the mat. Come into a crisscross position with your legs. And take your hands to your heart or your hands to your knees. Sit tall. Again, take another long, slow breath in. Hands to heart. And I'm going to do a mantra here in Sanskrit. I'm going to chant this and I'll read it to you then, translating. It's a good way to close out our practice with years of prayer and where the yoga practice really comes from. So I like to keep it kind of in line with where this is all started. Om Asato showing up and practicing together and releasing and bringing good energy and always being the amazing, beautiful people that you all are.
Thank you.
And I made it almost an hour for the first time.
Nice.
That's good.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Are you gonna do it every week?
Every Thursday.
Yeah?
Yeah. We were doing Magic Island. The only reason I shifted was because it was raining.
Yeah.
I guess we could. I don't know if I'm. She lived here
think-
longer. I don't
Let's
know if
do it
I'm
here.
allowed to or not. I know. I kind of like
Well,
it.
maybe I'll taste it on
Like,
We would never
Yeah,
leave this
that's what I
place.
was kind of.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to switch it every week because then it's like I have to communicate that to everybody. So I think Magic Island is probably the best bet because it's bigger,
Yeah.
no restrictions.
And it's real nature.
It's real nature, not this luxury mod nature they built up this building in. But yeah, I think we'll keep it there because I like Magic Island. I think it's very open and free, and then other people can see us and come to. Otherwise, it's like only people kind of know. So we'll probably keep it there. If we need to do a rain redo or whatever, today we're gonna hot tub for whoever wants to join and really stretch it out and go more relaxing. So it's like announcements I like to do at the end of class too. I always tell everyone to come for free for their first class. So don't expect anything. I never expect anything. I don't want financials to get in the way. I don't do this for the money, but donations are greatly appreciated. So average donation is usually $10 to $20 per person. I accept Venmo or cash. You don't have to pay every week. You can do whatever you feel called to. So again, That's not why I do it. I absolutely love it like builds me up to share my yoga practice. But it helps because I put a lot of time and energy into training. So share the info with all of your friends. I want to keep growing the class and growing our community, and kind of like to make it a little bit of a networking and creating building where we hang out after if we have the time. So we can. Don't give me cash here because I'm not supposed to show a monetary exchange at this building.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Jane taught me about one of her workshops.
No cash here.
If another random plug, my girl Jane is holding a workshop at this building on Saturday for
Social media.
growing your social media following and growing your business through that.
You're
It's
welcome,
only $35 and it's here, so that's Saturday during the day.
Thank you.
Saturday, like in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's from
I have my
10.
shift released right now. Like, I told them, like, whoever takes it gets $50. So we'll see if that works.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that, but she's doing a few of them as well.
Yeah,
She did her first one a few weeks ago, and she is a social media expert. And yeah, if anyone has questions or anything they want to deepen more, or like I said, feel free to at any time come to me with feedback, ideas, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see next time, and I'm happy to continue to grow and improve together and keep working it.
That was great.
Oh,
Thank you for the
good.
practice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where in Magic Island is it?
What's that?
Where in Magic Island?
It's you know where Acro yoga is that where I met you at Acro or no?
At the volleyball.
Oh, okay. I'll drop you a pin. Let me shut this
Okay.
for my battery.